What's up, tennis fam? Today we've got some heat coming from none other than Serena Williams' former coach. Rick Matchiand. He's got a very different take from John McEnroe when it comes to the Alcaraz versus Sinner rivalry. Buckle up, because this isn't your average tennis talk. So, if you've been following tennis lately, and let's be real, who hasn't? You already know that the Sinner versus Alcaraz rivalry is turning into one for the ages. These two young guns met again in the Wimbledon final, and this time, Sinner came out on top. That win gave him his fourth Grand Slam title and snapped a 5-match losing streak to Alcaraz. Yeah, 5 matches. Huge. And just like that, the head-to-head got a little more balanced and the tennis world couldn't stop talking about it. Of course, John McEnroe, who was part of the BBC's Wimbledon coverage, gave his 2 cents. In typical Johnny Mac fashion, he didn't hold back. He basically said Sinner's on a different level than Alcaraz, right? Now, even went so far as to imply that Carlos might not beat him again. When Sinner brings his A game, no one can beat him except Alcaraz. But if Carlos isn't playing his best, Sinner wins every time. Now this is where things get interesting. Rick Matchiand, the guy who helped shape Serena and Venus Williams into legends, heard what McEnroe said. And yeah, he's calling BS. Rick took 2X, formerly Twitter, and said, "The great John Mac says Sinner's at a different level than Alcaraz, and he probably will not win again. You cannot be serious." Yeah, he dropped McEnroe's own catchphrase on him. Iconic Maxia went on to say that there's an invisible fine line between Sinner and Alcaraz, and that it all comes down to key moments, not some massive skill gap. In other words, Rick's saying, don't count Alcaraz out. Not now. Not ever. And let's not forget Wimbledon might be done, but Alcaraz isn't. In fact, losing there might be the exact motivation he needs heading into the US Open. He doesn't have a lot of points, too. Defend from last summer. He's hungry. He's got something to prove. Carlos has already won in New York, and now, with some rest and a chip on his shoulder, he'll be gunning to flip the script on Sinner. Is Sinner really on another level? Or are we watching one of the most evenly matched rivalries in recent tennis history? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you Team Sinner, Team Alcaraz, or just loving the battle? Smash that like button if you're hyped for the US Open, and don't forget to subscribe for all things tennis. Until next time, keep your backhand smooth and your takes even smoother.